Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first time doing this, so bear with me if it's a process. Just a minute to introduce myself. I'm Megan. I'm a huge makeup enthusiast, high-end luxury. So I hope you stick around. Today I'm just going to go over a few new products. I have the new YSL blushes and the new Makeup by Mario Super Shine Lip Gloss to test out. And then just a couple newer products that I've been using. So let's get into it. So first, the primer that I've been using lately is the Secure the Glow by One Size Beauty. This has just been a really good moisturizing primer for my desert dry skin. It's just really hydrating and I think really helps the makeup stick. I do get some lifting on my cheeks from time to time, so I think this just really helps the makeup stick to those dry patches on my skin, especially on my cheeks and chin. Foundation for the day, the Dior Forever Skin Perfect. Love this stick foundation. Mine just broke, so that's great. This reminds me of the Tom Ford stick foundation that was discontinued, which makes me so sad because that is my all-time holy grail foundation. I still use it for special occasions. That is the best foundation if you ask me. So that makes me so sad that it broke. I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Not that it hurts my feelings to buy from Dior, but the brush I'm using is a Rephr LC03. Rephr makes great brushes. They're one of my favorite brands next to probably BK Beauty. Just hurry and buff this into the skin. It does look a little dark for me, but once it sits on the skin, it blends right into my skin. So, and we'll add a little concealer and that'll like help lighten it up too. Just bring it down the neck too. If you see me looking up, I'm looking in the mirror. Alright, and that blends out super easy. That's what I love. I hate a foundation that you have to really work to blend out. So concealer is the Real Flawless by Laurent Mercier. This is like my favorite concealer ever, next to maybe the Charlotte Tilbury. This just really covers my dark circles under the eyes because I have really deep dark circles. I can't find a color corrector that I like. So if you guys have recommendations for color correctors that I can test out, totally let me know. Because I feel like a lot of the color correctors that I try just don't sit well underneath my eyes for some reason. So if you have a holy grail, let me know and I'll test it out. Don't mind the weird faces that I make when I buff out my concealer. It's like foundation, or not foundation, mascara faces. You gotta make those weird faces. Get underneath that eye really well. Alright. Next is the Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick. This is also one of my holy grails. And this is in the shade Biscuit. I'm very pale. So if you're very pale and we're shade twins, Biscuit is the way to go. I just make little marks here and there. Go under the cheeks. and then down a little bit down my nose, just to kind of lengthen my nose out. Oh, and if I forgot to say, this is a BK Beauty Hot and Flashy A506 for my concealer. And this is an LC02 by Refer. And this just blends out like such a dream, so easy, so emollient. I feel like one of the other ones is the Rare Beauty contour sticks. That's also one of my favorites. That's just a little warmer. I feel like this is a better contour shade for me. And I have really high cheekbones naturally, so I don't contour too much. Just go in and carve them out just a little bit. Just back and forth really lightly. And it just blends right into the skin. And then just down the nose a little bit. And just makes the nose look a little more elongated. Alright. Then for powder, I have the Makeup by Mario, what is this? Soft blurring setting powder. This is one of my favorite setting powders, although I don't love the sifter in it. I feel like it lets out a ton of product. So don't love that about it, but I feel like it's such an awesome setting powder. So I just put some in on the brush and then tap it off into the lid. And see, like it lets so much out. So I just go in lightly. And I'm always a setter, even though I have dry skin. So I love my makeup set. I feel weird if it feels sticky on my face. So just go in and just under the eyes. I usually use the Givenchy under my eyes, but I don't have it in front of me at the moment. So we'll just go with the Makeup by Mario. I feel like the Real Flawless kind of sets itself too, so just a light brushing of powder underneath really helps it out and helps it stick. I don't put a ton of powder on, like I said, because I'm really dry, but just a light dusting. And for brows, where is my brow brush? I am not a brow pencil person. I have really thick brows naturally. So I am a powder brow person with the gel on top. So I use the Foolproof brow powder. I've had this forever. This is like another holy grail of mine. So I'm going to get real close and personal because the mirror is kind of far away. So I would have to lean over the camera. So I just lightly fill in my brows. So like I said, I don't need a ton because my brows are super thick naturally. So I just fill them in with a little bit of color. Just help shape them out just a wee bit. Kind of buff it out with my finger if I feel like I shape it a little too much. There we go. And I don't know what this brush is. It's just a little eyebrow brush. You can kind of see it. Had it forever. The number's gone. And then I use the Rare Beauty eyebrow gel. I need to order a new one. This one is about empty. This is my favorite eyebrow gel. If you ever use the Anastasia Brow Freeze, I think this is still better. But just to set those stray brow hairs into place. There we go. Alright, next for eyeshadow, I sometimes use an eyeshadow base, sometimes don't. I don't have oily eyelids. Everything about me is dry. So I can just get away with a little concealer on the eyelids. I apologize that my brushes aren't clean. I go back and forth between offices for my job, so I don't get a chance to clean them a lot. I clean them once a week. I think you're supposed to clean them daily, so do as I say, not as I do. Alright, and the eyeshadow palette we're using is the YSL Clutch. It is in the shade 100. I am totally a cool tone girl. Browns, everyday makeup, kind of girly. So, let's see. This is a BK Beauty 201. Just a nice fluffy brush. Go in there. Apply a little color. I love this palette. So quick and easy for every day. Just to add a little something when I'm in a hurry. And then go in with the BK Beauty 202. It's just a little bit thinner than the 201. Add the darker shade. Buff that into the crease. Okay, and then I'm going to take the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH02. These are old, had it forever, but still in good condition if you take care of your brushes. I've had this since probably high school, and I'm just gonna buff those together. I love this brush for just buffing. Then I'll take my finger and go into this sparkly shade and take it all over the eyelid. There we go. Then I'll take my finger and just go into the inner corner with that lighter shade. Just brighten up that inner corner. Sometimes I'll take my finger, sometimes I'll take a brush. Kind of just depends on my feeling. And then if I have a little extra like I do down here, I'll take my concealer brush and just kind of clean it up. There we are. Alright, now onto bronzer. I have the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer. As you can see, I've hit pan on this. I do have a new one. This is my favorite bronzer. Just adds such a nice light color. I'm not huge into totally warming up my face. I think it makes me look too tan. And for my pale skin, that just looks weird. Alright. Just over the top where we applied that contour. My little hair, baby hairs have fallen out. Okay, so for the new YSL blushes, I have color 87, Make Me Blush, if I can open it. It's very bubblegum pink. That's what it looks like swatched. Very pretty. I used that one the other day. Then love the YSL packaging. It's just a very bougie experience. And then I have the color 44. Oh, did I tell you wrong? Oh, they're called to make me blush blushes. One's in 87, one's in 44. My bad. And that one is a matte formula. This one is a shimmery formula. And that's that one swatched. I think we're going to go in with 44 just because it's a little bit on the more natural side. Just kind of the makeup we're going for today. As you can see, there's a ton of pigment with these blushes. Woo. Got a little much. That's okay. We'll buff it out. But very, very pretty. I do like these blushes and the formula. They kind of remind me of the Gucci formula if you've ever used those. That is probably one of my all-time favorite formulas is the Gucci blushes. So they rank right up there with these for me. Dust off my brush on a paper towel. Kind of go back in. You can see that. Very pretty. Do love these. They are a total win in my book. I did not get out a highlighter, so we're going without highlighter today. But like I said, I'm a natural girl. My favorite is right now is the Charlotte Tilbury highlighters that came out last year, I think. Those are super good, super natural. But sometimes I like a blinding highlighter too. But right, mascara is the Exagger-eyes volume mascara. I have long eyelashes, but they're very straight. And I can't use an eyelash curler. I just pinch my eyes. So if I can find a curling mascara that I don't need an eyelash curler for, that is a win in my book. Totally touched my eyes, you can see that. But we have a Q-tip here and we'll clean it up in a second. Who doesn't touch their eye? I mean, I wish I was one of those talented people who never touched their eye while putting on mascara. This left eye is the harder eye that really doesn't like to curl. There we go. This mascara, I feel like, just makes such a difference to my eyelashes. My eyelashes are also very blonde, so anything that makes them real black and pretty. Right, here we go. Let that dry. Then I have the lip shines in Watermelon. If I can open the box. Here's Watermelon. Very pretty red. And then Cocoa. Now I've seen other creators say that they look pigmented, but not a ton of pigment to them once on the lips. I think with the eye color, we're gonna go with Cocoa. So I do like the doe foot on this, if you can see it. It's very flat on top. Ooh, they do smell good. I can't describe the smell. Kind of like a chocolate smell. Yeah, not a lot of color. Let's swatch watermelon. Also has the same smell, but it smells really good. Very pretty. Not a ton of pigment, but very pretty color. I do like this. It's not sticky at all. So then we're gonna go in with a setting spray. I like this Gucci one. It's refreshing. I don't know if it makes the makeup last longer, but it's very refreshing and smells good. If you don't like perfumey scents, you probably won't like this one. And it has a very fine mister. So, but here is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. And thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you come back. I'll be posting again. Thank you. I appreciate it.